Nebraska Public Media Sports, Nebraska's home for championship sports, is live from Connie Claussen Field in Omaha, Nebraska for the 2023 NSAA Softball Championships. Our day-long coverage begins this afternoon in Class C as the Bluejays of Ashland-Greenwood battle for the title against the Bishop Neumann Cavaliers. And hello again, everyone, and welcome into Connie Claussen Stadium. It is my pleasure to introduce to you for the first time on our broadcast one of the greats in Nebraska high school and college softball, Peaches James. Peaches joining us for the broadcast today. Welcome.
Awesome. Thank you, Larry. I'm so happy to be here. It's a beautiful day for softball, and so this is going to be great today.
We have a good one to start it off in Class C. A couple of teams that have already squared off once. Ashland-Greenwood taking on Bishop Neumann. Absolutely.
The Bluejays and Cavaliers met up earlier this season, facing off each other, Ashland taking away the win in that shutout game. But they both have been impressive out in Hastings, both going 3-0 during the opening round.
Yeah, it's been a terrific tournament so far for both of these. One of them walks away with the title today. We said we had a day-long coverage. This is what it looks like. We open up in Class C, Ashland-Greenwood, Bishop Neumann for the title. Then in B at 3:30 this afternoon, Blair and Northwest. Northwest going for its second title. And later tonight, the perennial power, Papillion La Vista, taking on Millard North in what should be a terrific Class A showdown. Let's take a look at the map, and both of these teams not far from here at Omaha. Bishop, obviously, in Wahoo, and Ashland-Greenwood, of course, right there in Ashland, just down I-80. Here's how they got here in bracket one. You see Ashland-Greenwood with the undefeated record as they knocked off Central City in a score fest, 17-13 to move on. So the Blue Jays got to the final in bracket two. Bishop Neumann also undefeated as they knocked off St. Cecilia 12-1 in a 4-inning affair. Time now to meet the third member of our crew, and for that we go down to the field to Anna Bellinghausen.
Guys, happy to be alongside with you. Both schools have the day off today, so we're expecting some pretty big crowds here at Connie Claussen Field. The fans are already all filing in, but I think one of the biggest storylines today lands with the Blue Jays. They were 15-10 last season, and I spoke to Coach about making state just for the first time since 2014, and she said it comes down to trust and confidence within the girls. They've been working all season long for this moment.
Thank you very much, Anna. Time now to get these first ever televised state championships underway, and for that we head to our broadcast announcer, Heath Kramer.
And the 2023 Nebraska School Activities Association State Softball Championship Finals. The NSAA thanks our premier corporate partner, Farmers Mutual Nebraska, the Nebraska Chiropractic Physicians Association, and Ortho Nebraska. For today's Class C championship game, to throw out the first pitch and walk into the circle, Poop Gurman.
Athlete and a state champion in two of those sports. On the diamond, Pook led the Haymakers to back-to-back state titles in 2001 and 2002, the first 2 years for Class C softball. In her senior season, Pook set all Class State records with 11 triples and 49 runs batted in, while leading Class C with 6 home runs. After 4 seasons as an All-Stater, she continued her career at Creighton University as both a first baseman and pitcher. Today, Pook, a registered nurse, manages the Leadership Communications Center at Children's Nebraska. She's married with 3 children. Throwing out our first pitch, let's welcome Pook Gurman. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are able, would you please rise and remove your caps as we honor America with our national anthem. Here to perform the Star-Spangled Banner are members of the Weeping Water High School Choir. Jacob Cover, Brennan DeMike, Talon Guilford, Samantha Hall, Katie Meyer, Haley Stackpole, under the direction of vocal music director Kim Hammer.
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, as the star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
It's Championship Monday. Our Class C championship game features the number 4 seed with a record of 27-7, the Ashland-Greenwood Bluejays. And the number 3 seed with a record of 28-5, the Bishop Neumann Cavaliers. It's time to meet the players and coaches for this Class C championship game. First for Ashland-Greenwood. Leading off, the shortstop, number 5, Ellie Milburn. Batting second and playing second base, number 9, Jocelyn Sargent. Hitting third, the center fielder, number 11, Bree Schefdor. In the cleanup spot, the first baseman, number 20, Reese Fisher. Hitting fifth and catching, number 3, Paige Comstock. Batting sixth, the DP, number 15, Alexis Hasse. Hitting seventh and playing left field, number 7, Ellie Stein. Hitting eighth and pitching, number 10, Sophia Dill. Hitting ninth, the right fielder, number 6, Gracie Hoffmeister. The third baseman is number 19, Keely Rieken. Starters for the Blue Jays, number 1, Ava Egger. Number 4, Taylor Downing. Number 8, Elaney McAdams. Number 14, Tegan Crossman. And number 16, Gabby McAdams. The assistant coaches for Ashland-Greenwood are Cammie Schofield, Carrie Talcott, Reese Hogue, and Sean Emanuel. The head coach for the Blue Jays is Morgan Zano. And now, the Bishop Neumann Cavaliers. Leading off, the first baseman, number 20, Jill Johnson. Batting second, the center fielder, number 2, Adeline Zwick. Hitting third, the catcher, number 22, Bridget Whitney. In the cleanup spot, the right fielder, number 12, Anna Fisher. Batting fifth, the shortstop, number 6, Ella Lonick. Hitting seventh, and playing left field, number 3, Aubrey Milliken. The pitcher is number 8, Addison Silliason. Hitting eighth and playing third base, number 18, Emma Wright. Batting ninth, the DP, number 27, Grace Ryan. And playing second base, number 11, Lizzie Lilly. The non-starters for the Cavaliers, number 1, Brooke Jelinek. Number 7, Isabel Stewart. Number 10, Riley Lechtenberg. And number 28, Marie Bohannon. The assistant coaches, Brianna Brubitz and Bob Slope. The head coach for Bishop Neumann is Dave Brubitz. The umpires for today's game: at third base, Landon Blodorn. At second base, Carlos Sandoval. At first base, Jessica Schneck. And calling the balls and strikes today, Renee Williams.
Well, an exciting one coming up. Our first ever televised state high school championship on Nebraska Public Media. It's Ashland-Greenwood and the Cavaliers of Bishop Neumann. The title will be decided here in Omaha this afternoon.
Imagine a future fueled by soy-based possibilities. A future creativity and productivity live together under one roof. A future that takes you from point A to point B to point Z. all while ensuring brighter tomorrows for our next generation. A soy-based future? It's already here.
Live streaming for the NSAA championships are also available at the Nebraska Public Media website and on the free Nebraska Public Media app. Nebraska Public Media Sports presents Nebraska Volleyball. The Huskers host Northwestern University, live from the Bob Devaney Sports Center in Lincoln. Gameplay begins at 7 p.m. Central, Wednesday, November 8th on Nebraska Public Media.
Coverage of the NSAA Softball Championships on Nebraska Public Media is made possible in part by Nebraska Soybean Board, Education Quest Foundation, Constellation Energy, and Aurora Cooperative. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We could not do it without your support. Welcome back to Connie Claussen Field for our first ever televised state championship. It opens up in Class C between Ashland-Greenwood and the Cavaliers of Wahoo Neumann. A couple of teams, Peaches, that have been dominant out in Hastings. I remember the way the format works. They played the opening rounds in Hastings, and the championships move here to today in Class C, B, and A. But both of these teams undefeated out in Hastings.
Absolutely. You got Silason out here on the mound. She has been awesome. She throws rise ball, fastball inside, curveball, and a changeup. She's going to be up against a tough offensive lineup with Ashland-Greenwood.
And here's a look at the batting order for the Blue Jays. Milburn will lead it off. She hits .412, Sargent .421. You see Fisher there hitting cleanup at .563 on the season. That is impressive. A couple of homers to go along with that, and 34 RBI. This is a Blue Jay squad that can put some runs on the board under head coach Morgan Zano. And here's a look at the lineup defensively for the Cavaliers. Milliken is in left, Zwick in center, Fisher is in right. Wrights, Lonick, Lilly, and Johnson on the infield. And behind the plate is Bridget Whitney. Ziljessen in the circle, 21-5 on the season with an ERA of 2.286. And Ellie Milburn will step in to lead it off. The first pitch of these 2023 championships is a bit upstairs. Lifted straight back, an aggressive swing by Milburn. 1-1 the count.
That's exactly what we're going to see today out of Addison. She is going to attack that fastball high inside. She's got a rise ball. She's going to try and get these hitters to chase those pitches.
Remember the jitters in your first state championship?
Oh, 100%, 100%. And ours wasn't televised, so this makes it even bigger.
That's away, but still in the river, a bit outside. 21 the count now to Ellie Milburn. That's hit sharply by the diving Wrights at third. And a leadoff single for the Blue Jays of Ashland-Greenwood, Ellie Milburn.
Ellie does a great job getting around this pitch. A little bit high in the zone. She gets around it, uses her legs, hitting it very sharp, just right past the third baseman there for a nice single to start off Ashland-Greenwood.
So with one on in steps Jocelyn Sargent. Sargent now takes that away. Quick check down to first. Milburn not going. Sargent, a junior, hitting .421. 27 RBI, a couple of homers on the season. That's lifted in the infield. Drifting back is Lizzie Lilly, who pulls it in for out number one. Just got it a little bit on the fist, huh, Peaches?
Definitely. She got just a tad bit under it. That's exactly what Silason's going to be hoping for today with that rise ball, hoping to get a lot of fly outs there. She did a great job there with that pitch.
Pleased now to be joined by the person who threw out our ceremonial first pitch, the first ever pitch of these state televised championships, Pook Gurman. Played at Creighton, also was a Class C All-Stater. I understand at one point, Pook, you had 122 consecutive innings without a run.
You know, that's what they say. I don't remember it, but that was pretty amazing. So I'm honored to be here today with you guys. I couldn't believe I got the call, and this is just so fantastic out here. This is amazing.
It is. This is exciting. We're so glad to have you. I thought I had a cool name, but Pook is way cooler than Peaches, so.
Peaches, I grew up looking for you. You were amazing. You were my idol, and so this is pretty cool. Full circle, right?
Cool. That's right.
Pook, what about me? Was that your idol too?
Yes. Yes.
And you have a cool name too, Larry.
Yeah,
I like that too.
Yeah. I was going to say something about being up here with Pook and Peaches. Couldn't be better. Here is Reese Fisher, the first baseman. So runners at first and second, a runner in scoring position after the hit by pitch. And one down. 2-0 count. Lifted into foul territory and out of play. So it'll be 2 balls, 1 strike. Talk about the growth of this sport, Pook, since the time you played. I mean, it's incredible how this has grown. And look at the crowd here for a Class C championship game. This is phenomenal.
You know, when I was out there, I was looking around and just the seats are filled. And 20 years later from me playing, you know, so much has evolved, but this field is beautiful. The atmosphere, you can just feel it. And so it's so fun to be able to watch these girls on plays like that.
Double play by Wrights at third. Scoops it up, touches the bag across the diamond in time to get the double play. And the threat is thwarted by the Cavaliers. Nice play defensively by Aubrey Wrights. And the leadoff single goes for naught. Great play, got her at first. Great crowd on hand here. Class C title game. It'll continue. Bottom of the first coming your way.
Have you heard about FAFSA?
It's like a form you fill out.
Fill it out and you get money for college.
Easiest way to get money for college, hands down.
FAFSA.
It's a life hack.
It's your way in.
So you want to help me pay for college? I'm down.
Heck yeah.
Definitely.
How is this not trending on all the things?
It took me like 30 minutes to fill out.
So easy.
How much am I gonna get?
This is a hidden gem.
Fill out your FAFSA.
FAFSA.
Drink water, buckle up, fill out your FAFSA.
My people in the Buffalo have a shared history together.
They were put on this earth to help us survive.
This is the Buffalo's last chance.
They've survived, we've survived. We both persisted.
Tonight at 9 Central on Nebraska Public Media.
We head to the bottom of the first. No score after a terrific defensive play by the Cavaliers. The double play shuts down the early threat. Welcome inside here to Connie Claussen Field, along with Peaches James on the left, Pook Gurman in the middle. I'm Larry Putney. Good to have you with us from here in Omaha for these Class C state championships. So first at bat upcoming now for the Cavaliers. Jill Johnson will lead it off. Just downstairs to Jill Johnson. Johnson steps in, hitting .525 once again. To my left, Pook Gurman. To my far left, Peaches James. And it's, there we go. Good to have you with us here in Omaha for these state championships. Well, what a thrill to be back here and enjoying these kind of state championships in front of this crowd, huh?
It's fantastic, yes.
Absolutely. The crowd's awesome out there. It's a beautiful day out. It's a fun time.
What do you remember? What's your best memory of state championship time?
Oh, I think just battling back and, you know, just the muster.
Pook, you still coach a little bit?
You know, I do. I'm coaching 12U Quakes right now here in Omaha, giving back to the community for my daughter. And it is just absolutely a blast to be able to watch the girls evolve and grow and just help kind of the sport in Omaha.
Now, my experience, coaching is so much more stressful than playing.
I would have to agree. Oh my gosh, yes, it is.
Just let me get out there and compete is fine, but when you have just not as much control, it's... First count here runs full to Ellie Milburn. Very disciplined approach here as she lays off that changeup. Jill Johnson at the plate. Called strike inside corner. What a pitch by Sophia Dill.
Sophia Dill, current record holder for strikeouts in a season for Ashland-Greenwood. And you see she's adding to the record books even more here with that strikeout.
Throws her. Great pitch. So one down here in the bottom of the first. Fouled straight back. Sophia Dill comes in with a record of 17-6, a 2.2 ERA. She picked up 2 of the 3 wins for the Blue Jays in Hastings. Mentioned both of these teams, the only 2 in all the classes to go undefeated, win 3 straight in Hastings. .21 now the count.
Sophia throws a great mix of pitches. She has her curve rise and throws a wicked changeup. About 20 miles an hour difference in speeds.
Aggressive swing there at 2-2. To Adeline Zwick. Two balls, 2 strikes. That's lifted out of play. But they would love to get Zwick on base. She leads the team in stolen bases. Pookie went on to play at Creighton. What talk about your memories playing kind of at the next level?
You know, it definitely is a step up. And I think, you know, Peaches, you can say that from high school to D1, you know. But Creighton was a fabulous school to play for. And I got to play actually with one of my high school teammates. So that made it even sweeter.
You started off in Class B or ended in Class B?
We ended in Class B, started in Class C. Yep.
Yeah, that would be a jump, right? Class C to D1.
It was cool.
If you can twirl, you can twirl, though,
yes,
right?
You can twirl. Go and twirl.
That is hit well into left field, but a little high. Ellie Stein out there, out of the glove. And a 2-base error puts Adeline Zwick at second, and an early threat here by the Cavaliers.
Looks like she took her eye just off the ball there at the end. Routine fly ball. Took her eye off just right at the end there.
So that puts Zwick at second with 1 out and brings up Bridget Whitney, who's hitting over 500, 511 as she swings through the rise. Or was that just a straight fastball? Looked like it had a little up to it.
It did, it did. She has some great spin on her ball. She has the ability to throw that rise ball a little bit out of the zone, but she can also keep it low.
That's hit sharply into center. Schefdor trots in, will grab it in center. And staying at second is Adeline Zwick. So still Zwick at second now with 2 outs.
That's exactly what Sophia wants to do. Got that change up there, getting those hitters just a little bit out on their front foot, hopefully to get a pop out or easy ground out. That's exactly what she wants to continue to do.
What was it like to throw out the ceremonial first pitch?
You know, it was nerve-wracking.
Was it?
20 years later, going, do I still have it? But
You still had it, Poop.
Oh, thanks.
I think you caught the corner.
I did.
Yes.
But you know, my teammates, my players,
Yeah.
they got out of school to come to this, and they ran up to me. And of course, one of my pitchers, she looks at me and goes, "You know that was a ball, right?" But I deserved that.
No.
I deserved that.
Pook, we got your back. That was a strike. Hey, I
Yes.
want to say thanks. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for throwing out the ceremonial first pitch. Very nice of you to join us up here in the booth for the first inning.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, you bet. That is Pook Gurman, former All-Stater in Class B. And here's that first pitch. Oh, come on, that's in the river. That's a called strike. All right, with 2 down now. Runner still at second. A bit high for Anna Fisher. Fisher leads the team, hitting .538 on the year.
Anna Fisher right now has the highest batting average on the team right now. She is a powerful hitter.
Just outside. All right, I guess if that was a ball, then Pook's was a ball. Sorry, Pook.
Yeah, that was a great pitch there, right on the corner. That's where she wants to keep that pitch. Keep that outside right on the corner, make them chase it a little bit. Hopefully she'll get that call later today.
3-1 the count. You can see Sophia Dill doesn't want to give her anything too good to hit. Swings through the changeup. Full count, 3-2. The difference between her fastball and change, Peach, 20 to 24 miles an hour. That's significant.
That is significant. That's tough to hit. When you're changing speeds that much, that is going to be a tough pitch to hit. And it makes your fast pitches that much faster as well.
Upstairs and a stolen base. We told you about the Speedy Zwick, and she just took third. So the walk puts runners at first, and the steal puts runners at first and third, now with 2 down.
That's a great heads-up play there. Very gutsy there of Zwick. Taking that extra base there.
Not easy to steal on Comstock, who has thrown out 17 runners on the season behind the plate for the Blue Jays. And Ashland-Greenwood in some trouble here in the bottom of the first. The square to bunt. And Fisher advances to second. So now runners at second and third, 2 down. Ella Lonick at the plate. Called strike, no balls, 1 strike. The 0-1. Now 1-1. Lonick hitting .425. 1 homer on the year. 25 RBI. She would love to pick up number 26 and 27 here in the bottom of the first. Aggressive swing there from Lonick.
It's great upspin there. It's that kind of that low rise there.
One, 2. Now 2-2 the count. Both teams have threatened in their half of the first. Blue Jays came away empty on a double play by Wrights at third. And here's the Cavs' opportunity. They swing through and get the strikeout. Big pitch there by Sophia Dill to get the strikeout and work out of the jam. No score as we head to the second here in Omaha. Class C title on the line between the Cavs and the Jays.
Root for your home team and be there for all the excitement. NSAAHome.org has all of your high school sport and activity championship ticket information.
I think it's important for people to donate for Nebraska Public Media to continue to deliver the same high quality content that we have, especially on the sports side. We know how popular sports are in the state, and we know how sports hungry Nebraskans are. So to be able to donate to Nebraska Public Media allows us to continue producing the same high level quality content that you've come to expect from us and that we hope to continue to provide for years to come.
Back here at Connie Claussen Field in Omaha. Ashland-Greenwood and Bishop Neumann for the Class C title. No score as we head to the top of the second. Here is Paige Comstock, the catcher, now at the plate. Comstock, an honorable mention All-State in 2022. First team All-Conference in the Capital Conference. Coach says she's one of those players that isn't going to wow you, but just finds ways to get on base. Hitting .423. I'd say that's finding ways to get on base.
Definitely, definitely. She's definitely been one of their stronger hitters here in the tournament.
Fouls that straight back.
Phenomenal behind the plate as well. She's thrown out 17 runners attempting to steal this year, so that'll be interesting today to see if the Cavaliers will steal on her.
You're asking Coach Morganzano, you know, if 17's a lot, right?
Definitely.
Across the diamond in time for the first out. Good scoop there over at first base by Jill Johnson off the throw from Lonick. And I said, you know, with the 17 runners she's thrown out, like what percentage? She said probably 70% of the attempted stolen bases she's thrown out.
Exactly.
That's remarkable.
That is remarkable.
So Comstock goes down 5-3 in the book. That brings up Alexis Hasse. Hasse, just a sophomore. Good off speed there from Siljason.
That's a great pitch there, right there on that inside corner. Looks like it's dropping down right at the knees.
It's back-to-back changeups. Just pulling some strings right now.
Absolutely.
Little heat on that one. Blooped into the infield. Sliding over is Lizzie Lilly to make the play. 2 down. Now in there is Ellie Stein. It's off the fist and fouled off. 1-1 the count. These two teams played in the third game of the season for the Bluejays, so it's a rematch from early on in the season. That, if you're wondering, was won by Ashland-Greenwood 3-0. The two pitchers in the game combined for 23 strikeouts. And if you're wondering about, you know, we're in mid-October now. That would have been back in early September. The temperature difference between that game and this was about 40 degrees.
Wow.
I think it was in the middle of that 95 to 100 degree heat streak.
Yeah, I think they were one of the few games that didn't get canceled during that time.
That's right. Got a great day for softball, though, here in Omaha. Swung through, great pitch. And the strikeout, that's the first strikeout for Siljason. And going in order are the Bluejays. We head to the bottom of the second, no score here in Omaha.
a show here.
Wow, yeah, that was terrific.
With the kill! Dynamic swings, both teams, some big digs, pursuit of balls.
And a state championship for the Trojans.
Nebraska Public Media Sports presents NSAA State Volleyball Championships, Saturday, November 4th, starting at 9 a.m. Central and continuing throughout the day. Live streaming is available at the Nebraska Public Media website and on the Nebraska Public Media app.
Welcome back to Connie, Claussen Field for the Class C state title game. So most schools have mottos and sayings they keep the entire year, but Bishop Neumann has a unique one. It's peanut butter and jelly, and it accidentally became a slogan for the Cavaliers when Coach was set to speak in front of the entire school at the homecoming pep rally. But right before he got on stage, he gets a call from his wife. He's frazzled about a flat tire, so he goes up in a panic, and the first thing that comes to his mind was that this team is like peanut butter and jelly. Of course, everyone laughed at first, but the players adopted the saying on their own, and they quite literally brought peanut butter and jelly to the game and have used it as the perfect comparison to what's made this team successful.
Did he elaborate on what he meant by they're like peanut butter? Like they taste like peanut butter and jelly? Or
So they're different, but they mesh well.
Ah, there you go. Well, they certainly have meshed well, yes.
You know, and Coach also talks about how the girls are very different in age and knowledge of the game, their personality and interests. And this is just another way that that slogan really fits well with them. You know, they're all different, but they mesh well together.
Aubrey Milliken goes down swinging. Third strikeout already for Sophia Dill. Dill got in a bit of a jam because of that error. Could have been 3 up, 3 down if not for the error, but instead it was an error and a walk, and all of a sudden there were runners at second and third, and Dill got the strikeout to end the first inning. She's dealing right now.
She is. She is really working that rise ball. It's really working well. She's throwing it on both sides of the plate. She's mixing in that off speed, really keeping them off balance.
Pitcher on pitcher here. Here's Addison Silliason hitting .379 on the year. The pitcher for the Cavaliers swings through that. And a nod of recognition from Silliason saying, nice pitch. High and away, 2-2.
Silliason being very patient at the plate. She doesn't come with a whole lot of power, but she comes through with some clutch hits, and she's been doing that all season.
Lines that right back through the middle. To your point, Peaches just found a place. And a runner on with 1 out for Wahoo Neumann.
That's a great job. That's right. Pitch a little bit too much over the plate there. Was right at the knees, but Silliason did a great job of just staying in her legs and driving it right back up the middle.
Emma Wright's now at the plate for Bishop Neumann. Playing third base, had that terrific double play to end the threat in the first inning. Called strike. Down quickly, no balls, 2 strikes.
That's a great combination there. Up in the zone, that first pitch, she comes right back to get something low for a quick 2 strikes.
Silliason still down there at first. You can hear Coach Brabitz yelling she'll go with 2. That's fouled straight back. .02 now to Wrights. Off the hands, straight back.
Wright's doing a great job staying alive here. This will be an opportunity for Sophia to really get something a little bit out of the zone, a little bit off the plate. Emma's doing a great job of getting pieces there. Another foul ball.
Really good job here by Wrights to fight it off. She's way behind in the count. Not getting much from Sophia Dill as she works the edges. Little fister right to third, and Rican has it for out number 2.
She held back on that, so that's the off-speed pitch. Emma Wright's held back a little bit, but she still couldn't quite get enough of that ball, just got a little bit underneath it. Great pitch by Sophia.
Grace Ryan now at the plate. Up and away for ball 1. You see Ryan's numbers on the year, 302 with a couple of 25 RBI. 5 doubles and 2 triples to go with that. Outside corner, called strike.
Dill doing a great job hitting her spot. She's really keeping the ball on those corners with her low curveball.
Hit sharply, but right into the netting. Count now 1 ball, 2 strikes. To Grace Ryan. And there is Sophia Dill. Fouls it straight back to stay alive with the runner still at first in Addison Silliuson. Silliuson had the 1-out single back through the middle. Grace Ryan trying to move her around with 2 outs. And off with the pitch there was Silliuson. That was a clear hit and run there. Grace Ryan fouled it back.
Cavaliers doing a great job here, fouling off a lot of balls. Should give Sophia Dill a little bit more, it gives her a little bit more room. She can play around a little bit more with those corners, getting it a little more out of the zone. The Cavaliers are being aggressive. She's ahead in the count, so she can just get it a little more off the plate.
Ryan leans that knee in and took it off the back knee, and a hit by pitch puts runners for the 2nd inning in a row in scoring position.
Screwball got away from her just a little bit, going on that inside corner. Looks like it just got away from her.
It's the back knee.
That back knee, yep.
So back to the top of the order for the Cavaliers, Jill Johnson hitting .525 at the plate. Aggressive first swing from Johnson.
It's a great pitch there. That's where she wants to keep that pitch, especially when she's ahead in the count. Keeping it a little out of the zone. These Cavaliers are aggressive, and so she has some room to work with here, working with those corners, a little bit out of the zone with her rise.
Tried the change there. About a 35-foot changeup. Leadoff hitter. Now it's 2 balls, 1 strike, and Dill falls behind the hot-hitting Jill Johnson.
Coach talks about Jill Johnson being very patient at the plate, and we see that right now. She's waiting for her pitch. She has a lot of power, and she can hit those gaps.
Down and in, not going to give her anything too good. Three balls, one strike. Runners at first and second, 2 down. And Jill Johnson at the plate. Swings through, full count.
It's a great looking pitch. It's that rise ball again. Johnson likes that pitch. She swung at it earlier in the count, swung at it again. So we'll see where Dill.
Last at bat, Jill Johnson worked it full count. She struck out looking. That time, she looked again, but it was inside and draws the walk to load the bases.
That's a great eye there by Jill Johnson. That's a tough pitch. When you got 2 strikes on you, you got to be a little bit more protective. It's tough, just below the knees.
So Lizzie Lilly will come in to pinch run at second base. She'll come in for Grace Ryan. So Lizzie Lilly, the homecoming queen, dancing out there at second with 2 outs.
Lizzie also is in the high school band. She is the drum majorette, leads the marching band, so that's fun. Softball player, homecoming queen, drum majorette. She's all around.
How about that? Changeup called, strike inside corner as Zwick turns and looks and says, huh?
What a great pitch. You always love it when your pitchers can throw that changeup on any count. 0-0 count, full count. That's exactly what Sophia Dill does here. Throws it on any count.
So back in the first, Zwick flew out, or popped up into left. It was that error that allowed them to get runners at second and third. So for the second inning in a row, 2 runners in scoring position for Bishop Neumann. And can Adeline Zwick deliver the big hit? Another floater change there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Can't be too careful now if you're Sophia Dill with the bases loaded, right, Peaches?
That's right. She's ahead in the count here. She just wants to keep the ball low, hopefully get a nice ground ball here. Ooh.
Just inside. Boy, that didn't miss by much.
Didn't miss by much. Again, when you're... That's a great job there. Ooh, right at the knees. That's tough.
You want to paint the edges when you're up. 2-2. Zwick lifts it into foul territory, sliding over is Fisher, who makes the play. And the Cavaliers leave them loaded. For the second inning in a row, Sophia Dill works out of the jam. No score as we head to the bottom half.
Constellation is a natural gas commodity supplier in the Choice Gas program, helping inspire young Nebraskans through hands-on learning. Constellation has given more than $400,000 to 4-H and FFA organizations across the state, helping support youth in your community with opportunities to achieve real-world success. Because we believe that powering communities means empowering our future leaders. With Constellation, a contribution to 4-H and FFA is in the stars.
I have memories of my real family. I'm going to look for them. I think I might be from here.
What do you remember?
The government was taking Indian kids. You can't just pretend that nothing happened. It was wrong! Can you tell me the truth?
Saturday night at 9 Central on Nebraska Public Media.
Back here at Connie Claussen Stadium, if you have friends and family across the state, the country, or even the world, they can watch the NSAA High School Championships on Nebraska Public Media Sports. Download the free Nebraska Public Media app. Anyone can watch their favorite Nebraska high school team or maybe your special player. Live streaming also supported through Apple TV and Chromecast. All you have to do is search Nebraska Public Media in the App Store. So many times during these state high school championships, we have displaced alums all over the country and the world watching on the internet and emailing and tweeting in and saying, hey, is it Xing in now? What do you call it? It's not. You can't say tweeting anymore, can you? Can you just have to say you X at somebody, or what? How do you?
You know, that's a good question. I don't even know how that goes anymore. I never had a Twitter account. Now that it's different, yeah, what do you say now? I don't know.
I don't know. 2 balls, no strikes. Top of the third. That's hit sharply, but foul from the pitcher, Sophia Dill. Sophia trying to help herself here. Not only did Sophia get 2 of the 3 wins in the circle for the Blue Jays, she also went 6 of 11 out in Hastings in those first few games. Hit .545, had a double and a triple. Tries to hold up there, got that front foot down, held it, and then missed the change. Got her swinging, second strikeout for Siljason. That's 2 strikeouts in a row, her only 2.
That's a great series there. She got behind in the count 2-0, then she came back, get the strikeout.
5 retired in a row for Siljason. Brings up Gracie Hoffmeister. Hoffmeister hitting .382 on the year. That's a good pitch, but maybe a little bit down. Siljason thought that was at the knees. Umpire says it was a bit below that. That's a good pitch. Backhanded by Wrights, but foul ball. How big was that double play in the first by Wrights? Looking back at it now, we got a no-score game. You had runners.
Absolutely.
At first and second, she steps on third. Fires to first for the double play.
That's a great heads-up play there. Sometimes you automatically want to throw to first.
Here's another look at it. Runners at first and second. Hit right to her. Tag it. Fire it.
Fire it
Got it.
right to first.
Looming big. It's looming large. Is now 3 strikeouts in a row for Siljason.
Riseball is really working well for her. She's really got that great spin on it. She's gotten the last 2 batters. All of them, you see they're right underneath it. They're all swinging underneath it. She's doing a great job with that pitch. Cavaliers will have to make an adjustment here.
Back to the top of the order we go for AG. Their leadoff hitter, Ellie Milburn. Milburn, the current record holder for the Blue Jays in runs scored in a season. That's inside. She's playing shortstop now. She's been the starting shortstop this the 3rd year. Both her freshman and sophomore year, she was the shortstop. I guess the 2nd year, she's a sophomore this year. That's line straight back.
Yeah.
Well, there are the strikeouts and the Blue Jays big hitters that have. She is facing that Siljason is working around.
That's a great change up there. Ellie Milburn's a tough out, though. She only has 7 strikeouts and 5 walks on the season, so she puts the ball in play a lot.
Got the strikeout. Struck out the side for Addison Siljason. And the Cavaliers get in the groove here as we head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. No score in Omaha.
Life is full of milestones. Let Wayne State's graduate programs be your next big moment. Whether you work in education, criminal justice, business, public relations, human resources, information technology, or sports and recreation, our programs provide pathways to the next level in your career. Flexible and online, a Wayne State graduate degree helps you write that next big chapter in your life without having to put your life on hold.
Live streaming for the NSAA championships are also available at the Nebraska Public Media website and on the free Nebraska Public Media app. Nebraska Public Media Sports presents Nebraska Volleyball. The Huskers host Northwestern University, live from the Bob Devaney Sports Center in Lincoln. Gameplay begins at 7 p.m. Central, Wednesday, November 8th on Nebraska Public Media.
Welcome back to Connie Claussen's field here in Omaha. The Blue Jays and the Cavaliers scoreless as we head to the bottom of the third inning in this Class C NSAA State Softball Championship. And now at the plate is Bridget Whitney, one of 4 players on this team hitting above 500 coming in. Whitney hitting .511. Took a big hack there. Sophia Dill blows it by her.
Coach Zano talks a lot about their key to success is going to be for them to continue to play the game like they have all season. It's really easy to get distracted by the excitement of state, and it's going to be on TV, but they just got to go out there and play like they have all season, and they're doing that.
Came up and in and got her right in the face mask. Good sportsmanship there as Sophia Dill walks toward the first baseline and says, completely unintentional. Sorry about that. That's just one more time.
Looks like, yep, that rise ball got away just a little bit. She's trying to throw that. She likes to throw that on the high inside corner, and it got away from her just a little bit.
Second hit by pitch issued by Sophia Dill. And that'll bring up Anna Fisher. Leads the team in batting average, .538. She has 11 doubles, 3 triples, 8 home runs on the season.
She is definitely one of their power hitters.
Down and in. Tricky part of the lineup here for Sophia Dill to work through as she issues the free pass to Bridget Whitney and now faces the hot hitting Anna Fisher. Change up called strike, 1-1. Good pitch.
Typically you see when you have no outs, run on first, a lot of times coaches call in a bunt here to try to get that runner over to second. But with Anna having that hot bat, I see she's up there. Looks like she's going to be swinging away.
Change up called strike, just dropped right in. Couple of nasty change-ups there from Sophia Dill. 2-2 the count. Called strike 3 inside. Boy, that is so tough for a hitter.
What a great sequence there. Right on that inside corner, right at the knees. It's a low rise there. Got her looking. That's surprising on Anna Fisher there, watching all 3 strikes.
4th strikeout for Sophia Dill. That brings up Ella Lonick. 1 out, 1 on for Lonick.
Definitely a big out there for Sophia Dill. Makes it a little bit easier when now you got 1 out with the runner on first.
Lifted straight back and out of play. Normal depth for the infield here with 1 on and 1 out. Lonick chases 1 upstairs and is down 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fired down to first. Stepping back quickly is Whitney.
Good, Josh. Good, Gracie.
Comstock's got that live arm, not afraid to show it off.
Absolutely.
2-2 the count. That is fouled straight back. Count remains.
Sophia Dale, one of the 3 freshmen that came in last year, sophomores now, and they've all started somewhere on the infield. Sophia Dale, Ellie Milburn, and Reese Fisher, all sophomores, and they're helping to lead this underclassmen Blue Jay team.
Going late, and a stolen base sneaks into the center field, and now hustling to third, and in there safely is Whitney. So the stolen base, a throwing error, and Whitney finds herself on third base with 1 out.
It's a great heads-up play. She's got speed. Great heads-up play, watching it go into the outfield.
And how much
on third.
And how much does this change the approach now at 3-2 for Lonick, who now just you're looking for anything on the right side?
Absolutely. With only 1 out there, she could do a sac fly, hitting it to the right side.
Really looking for contact here. Something on the ground, the right side, likely scores the run. Sac fly certainly would as well. Count still at 3-2. And draws the walk. 2 free bases issued in this inning by Sophia Dill. 1 to lead it off on the hit by pitch, and that one a base on balls.
Change up, these last couple batters have been a little bit elevated. Just holding on to it just a little bit longer, so she really wants to try to make that adjustment. You want to keep that change up low at the knees, and it's been just a little bit elevated, so she's want to be careful with that pitch.
Is Lonick going here? She is. Lonick off with the pitch, steals second. So now runners at second and third with 1 out. In the bottom of the third. Aubrey Milliken at the plate. She squares to bunt, bunts it straight back.
Aubrey Milliken has really come around this season. She had a rough start in the beginning, but she's really come around late in the season, and she's really starting to peak now, and that's what you want to see. You want to see your peak happen now. It's a great time, you know, to be peaking at the state tournament.
This would certainly be a key moment to do it in. You know, Dill has kind of been effectively wild. 74 pitches, only 43 of those strikes, 5 left on base, 2 hit by pitches, 2 walks. That's down low. So Aubrey Milliken with a 2-2 count. Whitney at third, Lonick at second. Swings through, struck her out. Second strikeout of the inning for Sophia Dill. And boy, if she can work out of this one, what a big boost this would be. Had a runner at third with only one out, and now she's got two down, runners at second and third, but all it takes is a key hit from Addison Siljason. Siljason has the only hit of the game for Bishop Neumann, and she's at the plate now. And lines that straight back in over the press box.
Dill doing a great job there getting ahead. That's what you want to do. Stay aggressive. Keep getting ahead of the batters. Because when you're ahead in the count, you're more likely to get that out. You have the hitters chasing pitches.
That's well up. Good job to come out of her stance there by Paige Comstock to get that one.
Yeah, you see that changeup again, just elevated. Something she might, after this inning, go back, kind of make some adjustments there with that changeup.
So Houston's average now up to 388 after that single. She's 1 for 1. Takes that off the fist, but foul. And now down in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Sophia Dill just a pitch away from working out of another jam. And the Cavaliers just a hit away from going up 2-0. These are the one-play moments that make a difference in state championship games. Outside corner for Sophia Dill. And another full count from Sophia Dill. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Upstairs, and it was 2-2 the count. Count was 2-2, so now 3-2.
Cavaliers doing a great job, being patient, getting their pitch. They're fouling off a ton of pitches, waiting for that right pitch.
So now full count, 2 down to Siljason from Sophia Dill. Down low, bases loaded, another walk issued here in the third. Siljason says, thank you for the 60-foot trot, loaded up. And Sophia Dill now trying to work out of a bases loaded jam.
This is the time where you really, she's back there, you just want to take a deep breath, not try to overthrow, take a deep breath.
Emma Wrights rolls that to short, picked up by Rican, across the diamond in time to get out of the inning. Through 3 innings, so we head to the bottom. Top of the 4th is where we head. Through 3, 9 strikeouts for these 2 pitchers.
Live sports and documentaries are part of the valued services from Nebraska Public Media. Fans of high school and college sports have a great way to ensure these programs will continue. Join the Nebraska Public Media Sports Partners Club. This is your home for Husker Volleyball, Big Red Wrap-Up, and high school championships. Log on to nebraskapublicmedia.org/sportspartners and explore the benefits of joining. With your support, sports action will stay right here all year long. And thank you.
Do not erase us. There's enough people out there erasing us.
The hoops, when I have them in my hands, it's like exploding into the galaxy.
The urban indigenous community was ready to say, we're not going to be invisible anymore. This is music for us. This is our night. We're going to be seen. We're going to be heard.
Friday night at 8 Central on Nebraska Public Media.
No score at the top of the 4th. Coach, Sophia Dill has been absolutely battling out there. What have you liked from her?
She is just doing everything I ask her to do. Even throw in, a changeup on full count, whatever it might be. She's playing hard. Her team's playing behind her, and she's doing exactly what we need her to do.
We've seen some early miscues from this defense. How do you want this team to settle in?
I feel like the girls have got it out of the way. You can kind of see the look in their eyes that they're ready to be locked in, and I don't foresee that happening again.
Coach, thanks so much. Good luck.
Thank you to Coach Morgan Zano. Taking a few moments to chat with Anna Bellinghausen here between innings. Zano in her 3rd season, 57 and 32. is her record. This Ashland-Greenwood team has never won a state title. They are a 4-time runner-up. They were runners-up in 2001, 2004, 2010, 2011. Pitch on the inside corner there. In fact, Morgan Zano was telling us just yesterday that the last time the Ashland-Greenwood girls won a state championship was March of 1983.
Wow.
40 years. That was a girls basketball state championship. Looking now for the first softball state championship in program history. And the only other came back in '83 in girls basketball.
Their community has really supported them this year. They, you know, coach talks about how they can't even go to the grocery store or the gas station but without someone saying, hey, good luck. How'd you do last night? How was the game? And we see that today with this big crowd.
Jocelyn Sargent leads off the top of the fourth with a rip single into center field. Second base hit for Ashland-Greenwood. And now the Blue Jays threaten early on in an inning.
Looks like a change up there. She just drives it right up the middle. Sargent has been hot. She went 7 for 13 in the tourney. So she's been doing a great job.
Recognize that early. Got that front foot down and drove through. Equipment fix there for the lefty Bree Shefdor. So Bree Shefdor, who was hit by a pitch last time at the plate. Gets that back through the middle, goes off the glove of Siljuson. They'll try to get her at first, not in time. They'll log that as a base hit, back-to-back base hits for the Blue Jays. And now with nobody out, runners at first and second. And that last hit by Sargent broke the string of 6 consecutive sat down by Siljuson. Ooh, and that went off her hand.
Great speed there as well. Beating out the throw.
Quick visit to the mound by Dave Brabitz in his 15th season. You see Zano chatting with Reese Fisher. Fisher grounded out to third back in the first inning to end that inning. That was the double play that was made by Wrights, and Fisher was retired to end the first. So here she's up again, runners at first and second, nobody out. And Fisher hitting .531.
Fisher is another tough out. Only has struck out 9 times. So she likes to get in there. She's aggressive, swings the bat. Not going to strike out too many times.
Quick toss down to first, back in time is Shefdor. Whitney with a snap throw down. What was your mindset, Peaches, in these situations where it looked like you were cruising, retired 7 or 8, and all of a sudden, boom, boom, got a couple of hits, nobody out, the other team threatening?
Yeah, you definitely have to take some time. Take a second, say, okay, take a breath, take a second, reiterate kind of what's been working for you. You got to trust your spin, trust your spin, trust your pitches. You don't want to let 1 or 2 hits kind of get in your head. So you just take a breath, keep throwing what you know that's been working all day.
Lifted into the stands, or into the net above the stands. Didn't quite make it to the stands. So when you get into these situations, Lori Sipple didn't just come out and yell at you? She's been known to do that.
I don't think she's ever yelled at.
She throws helmets and bats.
That will be the day we see Coach Sipple throw some things around. Now, my high school experience was a little bit different. We may have seen some yelling going on, but definitely not from Coach Sipple.
Sip's one of the coolest customers ever.
She is. The whole coaching staff is just, they're just amazing human beings and awesome coaches.
2-2 the count. That's hit well into left field. Zwick roams over, makes the play. Great coverage by Adeline Zwick. Got a good jump on it there to make the play. Watch it again.
What a great hit there. She got a lot of that ball, but right to the center fielder. Great heads-up play, throwing it right to third.
One of the things that Coach Robert talked about was how great Zwick has been all season long in center. Makes some great plays out there. He said she may not really even realize how good she is out there.
Yeah, absolutely. She takes great angles, sees the ball off the bat well. Very humble kid.
Aggressive swing by Comstock. Numbers on Comstock. Grounded out in the second to third base to lead off the second inning. Straight back into the netting. So Siljuson now trying to work out of a jam of her own.
Yeah, she's settled down some. She's ahead 0-2. That's exactly what you want to see out of your pitcher. Staying ahead of the count, still being aggressive, going right at the hitters.
Sargent at second, Shefdor at first, and fouled off again by Paige Comstock. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 on. Off the fist again, continues to battle. So Jocelyn Sargent, who's down there at second base, now 1 for 2 in this game. She was 7 of 13 in Hastings, so she's hitting over 500 in the state tournament. 8 of 14 is her numbers for the state championships. But great change up there. Comstock out in front of it, swings through it, and a big strikeout for Addison Siljuson.
Yeah, that's a great pitch right there. Looks like she's throwing a little bit. Yep, got that rise ball right up at her hands. That's a great pitch.
That'll bring to the plate Alex Hasse. And Hasse lines that back into the netting. So after giving up back-to-back singles to lead off this 4th inning, Sargent and Shefdor put them on first and second. Siljuson has been able to work through it, getting the fly out to center, and the strikeout for 2 down. And now Hasse is down 0-2.
It just gives your team that confidence out there. When, as a pitcher, you know, when you have your defense that you know you can rely on, and vice versa, when they know they can rely on their pitcher to kind of get out these tough innings. Just great up there by Siljuson.
Popped up, dove, and just out of the glove of Bridget Whitney. Boy, I thought she was going to make a play. Great effort there by Whitney.
Absolutely. That's what you want to see out of the girls, going all out there. Great job diving for that. Just missed it.
Count still no balls, 2 strikes to Alexis Hasse. Popped up and out of play. We got a great crowd on hand here for this Class C championship. The berms are full all the way down both sides. Stands are full as well.
Yeah, and it's just a great day. It's just a great day out there, and it's so fun to just see all the kids out of school today, coming to support their school, and it's just awesome to see.
1 ball, 2 strikes. 55 pitches already, 5 strikeouts. 1 left on base. She's trying to add 2 to that, and does. 2 strikeouts in the inning, make it 6 strikeouts in the game for Ciliuson as she works around the first 2 batters who rip singles to allow no runs in the 4th. And we still have no score as we head to the bottom half.
What do you think about going to college?
I'm kind of scared.
I feel nervous a little bit. That's kind of a tough one. I'm not really sure yet.
I'm excited for college.
How are you going to pay for it?
To be honest, I don't really know.
That's actually a really good question.
So what if you had a friend you could ask?
Live streaming for the NSAA championships are also available at the Nebraska Public Media website and on the free Nebraska Public Media app.
Artists and musicians and people in the theater and documentary filmmakers.
This is so rich.
Hey guys, dive in.
How do we deliver that experience?
Now is the best time.
Still scoreless from Connie Claussen. Coach, Addison's absolutely dealing out there. What have you liked from her?
Oh, she's just hitting spots, working hard. She's working the count well. She's challenging, and that's all we can ask for from today. Just challenging with pitches. She's just a gamer, and she's doing great.
How do you adjust those runners on base, get them home? How do you find adjustments there in the box?
You know, we just need to step up at the plate, adjust. We're chasing too much. It comes down to looking for our pitch, making her throw pitches, and go to big counts where we got good, full counts where we look to find a pitch we can drive somewhere and stop chasing.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Anna. Thank you to Dave Brabitz for joining us between the half inning. Yeah, it's just that timely hit. You know, both teams have had opportunities. Both teams have had runners in scoring position multiple times. And every time, pitcher's been able to work out of it. Hitters just are not getting that timely hit, which, as you know, is so important in these big games.
Yeah, exactly. The pitchers, really a pitcher's duel right now. They've really gotten themselves out of a couple big jams on both sides.
You see the numbers from Sophia Dill, 86 pitches already is back-to-back pitches. Lizzie Lilly has shown bunt. Shows again, a little slap at it. 1 ball, 2 strike now.
Lizzie Lilly, one of the speediest on the team. Coach says when she puts it in play or puts down a good bunt, it's hard to get her out at first.
So wait a minute, homecoming queen, drum majorette, starting second baseman, and the speediest on the team.
Right. What a well-rounded young lady.
Inside, 2-2 to Lizzie Lilly. Got her swinging. 6 strikeouts now for Sophia Dill as well. So both pitchers now with 6 strikeouts.
Great placement there for that rise ball. It's exactly what she wants to do when you're ahead in the count. You don't want to put it too close to the plate. You want them to go chasing for it, and that's exactly what she did.
Back to the top of the order with Jill Johnson. Johnson fouls that back. Johnson came to the plate last inning. I guess it was 2 innings ago in the second. She had runners at second and third. and drew the walk to load the bases. She struck out back in the first, walked in the second. Try to guide that changeup right at that outside corner.
Good eye there by Jill Johnson. Looked like she almost wanted to go forward, but she held back.
Just kind of sits up there and drops in. Aggressive swing there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's hit sharply into right. It's going to get down. Johnson arounds and looks, and she'll stay at first. Good hustle by Gracie Hoffmeister out there to limit that to a single on a very hard hit ball, maybe the hardest hit ball of the afternoon for either team.
Yeah, that's a great piece of hitting there. You see that pitch was on the outside corner. She stays right with it. She doesn't try to pull it. She goes right with it, hits it right into that right center gap. That's a great job by Jill Johnson.
Got to bring up Adeline Zwick. Squares the butt, pulls back, called strike. Zwick has 1 hit in the state tournament. Squares the butt, pops that up. That's going to be a fair ball. Runner will go to second, tag at first, and safe at second. So I believe the umpires are going to get together and see, was it runner interference and therefore automatically out, and the runner returns to first? Well, that's so tough.
Yeah,
it was certainly unfair.
There, right.
They're going to say she's safe at first. And I think we're going to get an explanation from Morgan Zano, Zano's come out to, wait a minute, it looked like it was.
This is one of those times where replay would be amazing to have right now. Give the umpires another look at that and what kind of played out there.
I mean, in that situation, the offensive player has the right to the ball, right?
That's
so
right.
the offensive player can get the ball. Is this runner interference here? And you can make the argument it was. Instead, they're going to say the throw, did it come down to first? It did, and there was a touch there at first.
She touches first.
So we'll have to get an official ruling there, because both runners now safe. Big moment here in the game with 1 out now. Runners at first and second, as Johnson is at second, Zwick is at first. That's popped into the air. Jocelyn Sargent pulls it in for out number 2.
Great job there by the Blue Jays, getting a quick next out. All the commotion that just happened in there kind of took the wind out of the Cavaliers just there. Felt that energy shift, and Blue Jays just took that right away, getting that next out on that first pitch.
Little high. Anna Fisher, one of the better hitters on this Cavaliers team. She walked and struck out. And boy, would this be a big hit with 2 down and runners at first and second. Fouled straight back.
Fisher just needs to straighten out that swing a little bit, try to hit that top half. They've had a lot of pop-ups and just need to hit the top half of that ball, try to get a gap in the left or the right center field.
One ball, 2 strikes now to Fisher. Down low.
It's a good idea there by Dill. Been going up in the zone to bring it right back down, give them the hitters a little bit of a different look.
Anna Fisher hitting .538 coming in. Would love a big hit here. Swings through, and another strikeout for Sophia Dill. That is 7 strikeouts, and out of the jam gets Dill. Still no score in this Class C state championship. 7 Ks for Sophia Dill.
There's a place in the middle of America where we stand up and stand out, bringing light that illuminates the best ideas and brings change. Understanding the heart of learning comes from the heartland. Nebraska Public Media is yours, a space and community for everyone. We tell stories and amplify voices so that all can be heard, all from a place that we call home. This is Nebraska Public Media.
Hi, I'm Sarah Moulton, host of Sarah's Weeknight Meals. The title says it all. I'm here to give you answers about figuring out what's for dinner every night of the week. All the ingredients are right here in my pantry. If you want ideas for fantastic, tasty meals, join me on Create for a 10-episode back-to-back marathon of Sarah's Weeknight Meals. Now that is delicious binging. Next weekend on Create.
Good time for you to connect with us on social media. Make sure you like Nebraska Public Media Sports and Big Red Wrap-Up. You receive the latest posts, news, updates, connect with fellow fans, share your thoughts, and stay up to date with all things related to Nebraska sports. And by the way, like Big Red Wrap-Up on Facebook and X, formerly known as Twitter. Ellie Stein now at the plate. Cilliuson back out there in the circle for the Cavaliers. What did she work out of a jam last inning? Sargent led it off with a single. Schefdor followed it up with a single to put runners at first and second with nobody out. And Cilliuson got back-to-back strikeouts to end the top of the 4th. That's popped high into the air. Called off by the shortstop, Lonick, and great job by Wrights to get out of the way at the last minute. That's good infield communication. Shortstop has priority on everything on the infield. If they call it, they got it. Get out of the way. Great coaching, great execution there by the Cavaliers. Doesn't always make your third baseman, your second baseman happy when the shortstop comes in and takes your play, but hey.
Whatever gets an out.
Rules of the game. That's off the fist and just blooped over the head of Lonick right in front of Millie out in left. Aubrey Milliken tosses it in. And we have a one-out single by who else? Sophia Dill. She's doing it all today.
She does a great job, not getting too much underneath it. We've seen a lot of pop-ups, and she does a great job of keeping her bat high, popping right over shortstop.
Gracie Hoffmeister now at the plate. Inside to Hoffmeister.
Hoffmeister was a new starter this year, and just about 3 weeks ago began hitting for herself. She worked hard to prove that she can earn that spot in the lineup, and she's been there ever since. So great job on her.
Called strike to Hoffmeister. Yeah, it's good to see that, someone who puts in the work and shows through practice that they deserve an opportunity, and the coaches recognize that, and suddenly you get the opportunity to go in. And she had just been a flex for most of the season, hadn't been hitting for herself, and here she is late in the season, stepping into the batter's box in a state championship game.
Absolutely, and that goes just directly to their theme that they've had all year, their theme of believe. And that's just an example of that, believing in yourself enough to not give up and keep working hard to get in that lineup, and she's done just that. And that's directly, believing in yourself, believing in your teammates, your coaches, and that's just a testament of that we see here, that she's in that lineup.
Hoffmeister kind of chopped at that straight down, but was able to make contact and stay alive. 2-2. Swings through. Second strikeout of Hoffmeister, and that is now 7 strikeouts for Siljason. 2 down.
Great pitch there. Tight spin right on the inside corner. You see she gets jammed up there, can't quite get around on it. Just a great pitch.
So now back to the top of the order in the top of the 5th. It'll bring up Ellie Milburn, and we'll have a pinch runner coming on for the Blue Jays. That's going to be Taylor Downing, fastest girl on the team, according to Morgan Zano, the head coach. She said if we're in a situation where we need speed, it's going to be Taylor Downing, and Downing is in there at first. Called strike. Boy, how they would love, with Ellie Milburn at the plate, top of the order, they would love to get Downing down to second.
That would be key, getting that runner in running position, in scoring position, excuse me.
It's lifted high into right field. Coming in is Fisher, who calls everybody off. And Anna Fisher makes the play. Still no score through 5. 2 remaining here in the Class C title game. Stay with us.
It may be small, but this little bean fuels power. It powers a food industry as a source of protein. It's a fuel that powers diesel engines while reducing emissions. It powers a state economy and bottom lines. And it powers the rest of the world as a Nebraska export. Yeah, it may be small, but we're finding more ways for this little bean to power Nebraska.
I have memories of my real family. I'm going to look for them. I think I might be from here.
What do you remember?
The government was taking Indian kids. You can't just pretend that nothing happened. It was wrong! Can you tell me the truth?
Saturday night at 9 Central on Nebraska Public Media.
It's been a pitcher's duel at Connie Claussen Field, and if you take a peek inside the Blue Jay dugout, written in big letters on the whiteboard is ITB. It stands for I'm the best. And the baseball coach, Sean Emanuel, actually came up with it for the softball team. And it doesn't mean I'm the best individual, but rather it means I'm the best teammate. And that's been a saying all year long for the Blue Jays.
Thank you. That's lifted high into the air. Going back is Sargent. Hoffmeister lets her take it right in front, and Sargent makes the play for 1 out. So earlier on, remember this play, it was a bunt, and then the runner is called safe because the defensive player was called for obstruction, saying they obstructed the runner's ability to run. It looked like she was inside the baseline, but again, that's a bang bang call, and that's why she got on. That's hit sharply into center, gets by Schefter, rounding first, and into second is Aubrey Milliken. And Millie, after that nice play in center, with a big hit with 1 out in the bottom of the 5th. Aubrey Milliken at second with the double.
Milliken does a great job with this pitch. It's right over the middle of the plate, and she just drives it in that left center gap.
Oh, good swing. Top hand on top, bottom hand on bottom, long through it. Good lower half. Just a great swing, great contact, and Milliken now in scoring position with 1 out. You get to that part of the game where you feel like a run might put a lot of pressure on your opponent. And the Cavaliers trying to come up with that run right here. Pitch inside, called strike, right on the inside corner.
Yeah, as we've seen Sophia Deal get out of a lot of tight innings. We had bases loaded, a couple innings there that she got out of, and this is another tough one to get out of. 1 out with a runner on second.
She's yet to have an easy inning. There's no doubt about that, as she gets the swing and miss there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. She's faced at least 5 batters in each of the first 4 innings. Got the strikeout. 8 strikeouts now for Sophia Dill.
She's been doing great with this pitch all day. See that rise ball again, working it up. She works it low. She's ahead in the count, and she just keeps creeping it up. Great job by Dill.
So now it's in the capable hands of Emma Wrights. Wrights aggressive on that first pitch. Love to see that. Chased a little, but stay aggressive there. Runner at second would be the go-ahead run here in the bottom of the 5th. Wrights flew out to third and grounded out to third. 0 for 2, but good contact both times. Contact there, and she's down behind, down to the count, 0-2. Lifts that off of the handle and right at Rieken. And all 3 at-bats, Wrights has delivered into the hands of Keely Rieken. The 1-out double does nothing, and we are still knotted at zip.
Root for your home team and be there for all the excitement. NSAAHome.org has all of your high school sport and activity championship ticket information.
My people in the Buffalo have a shared history together.
The buffalo was sacred, and they could not imagine existence without the buffalo.
They were put on this earth to help us survive.
To think that our greed and our industrialization would blink this thing out.
This is the buffalo's last chance.
They've survived, we've survived. We both persisted.
Tuesday night at 7 Central on Nebraska Public Media.
What if you had a medical emergency or your home was engulfed in flames? Volunteer fire departments in Nebraska are facing a crisis. They need more members to protect our communities. So what happens if people stop volunteering for your local volunteer fire department? Don't miss the Nebraska Public Media news documentary, Working Fires, Volunteer Fire Departments in Crisis. That's Thursday, October 26th at 9 Central. Just 12 outs remain. Unless the score remains, then we have extra play. Ciliuson back into the circle again for the Cavaliers. Jocelyn Sargent, who singled into left to lead off the 4th, is back up to lead off the 6th inning. She is 1 for 2, flew out to second base and singled into center. That's inside, and she's opened up with a 3 balls, no strike count. So some work for Addison Ciliuson. To the leadoff hitter in Sargent. Straight take there by Sargent. Did you always assume a straight take at 3-0?
You know, 90% of the time, it happens that way, but you always got to still try to hit that corner a little bit because you just never know.
Can't just fire it, huh? Throwing error. Back to the base goes Sargent, who did make the turn. So she scrambles back to first, and that's going to be an error on the second baseman, Lizzie Lilly. Great job by Lilly to body it up. You love the approach here by Lilly. Get in front of it, body it up, plenty of time. But then, after the bobble, maybe just rushed it a bit, right?
Exactly. That's exactly what she did. She had time there, but she just got a little excited there, trying to get it over to first as quick as she can when she had a little bit more time than maybe what she thought.
So for Jocelyn Sargent, that is now the second time she has reached in this game. And a leadoff base runner in the top of the sixth for the Blue Jays. That'll bring up Shefdor, and Bree Shefdor. Swing on first pitch, nobody covering. Quick at first, got her just in time, and spinning is Jill Johnson to check on Sargent down at second, who's back safely. But Shefdor just touched. But Johnson touched just ahead of Shefdor. Oh, look at it. Good call.
Yeah. Great job there, hustling back to first base. Great piece of hitting there as well to get the runner over to second. Now in scoring position.
So that'll go down 3 unassisted in the scorebook for 1 out. Sargent does advance to second, so runner in scoring position now for the cleanup hitter for Ashland-Greenwood, Reese Fisher. Fisher is 0 for 2. She grounded out to third, flew out to center. That is just over the head of Ella Lonick, rounding third, and coming home is Sargent safely, and the first run on the board for Ashland-Greenwood.
That hit just got over. It looked like she almost was going to catch it out there at shortstop, and it went just over her head. Great inside pitch there. She gets a little bit jammed, but she's still able to has enough power to poke it right over that shortstop. You see there, the glove was probably inches away from it.
Great effort by Lonick at short, just enough to be over the glove on a single by Reese Fisher and an RBI. And Fisher has driven in the first run of the game. Called strike. Comstock got the outside corner, or Comstock looked at it on the outside corner. Good pitch by Silliuson. Comstock 0-2, grounded out to third, and struck out. You just wondered if all of those opportunities that the Cavaliers had would come back to haunt them. They have left, the Cavaliers have, they've left a runner in scoring position in every inning and have yet to capitalize on it. And here Ashland-Greenwood gets one of the few opportunities that they've had, and Reese Fisher delivers.
That's why it's so important that you really want to zone in when you have those runners in scoring position.
Jill Johnson calls everyone off for out number 2.
Great job by the Cavaliers getting a quick out. A lot of times what you see happens, teams get that momentum going, and now they start getting hit after hit. So great job putting a stop to that and getting that next out.
This is pinch hitter here, Tegan Crossman, now in to hit. Tegan Crossman is a junior first baseman, in to hit. With 2 down here in the top of the 6th, 1 run already in. Upstairs, Crossman chases.
Great pitch there by Claussen. She likes to attack that fastball high and inside. Just a great pitch there.
Got the strikeout. But not before the Blue Jays put a run on the board. Jocelyn Sargent scores the run. Jays on top, 1-0.
Wow, did we get a show here?
Wow, yeah, that was terrific.
With the kill! Dynamic swings, both teams, some big digs, pursuit of balls.
And a state championship for the Trojans.
Nebraska Public Media Sports presents NSAA State Volleyball Championships, Saturday, November 4th, starting at 9 a.m. Central and continuing throughout the day. Live streaming is available at the Nebraska Public Media website and on the Nebraska Public Media app. Live streaming for the NSAA Championships are also available at the Nebraska Public Media website and on the free Nebraska Public Media app. Nebraska Public Media Sports presents Nebraska Volleyball. The Huskers host Northwestern University, live from the Bob Devaney Sports Center in Lincoln. Gameplay begins at 7 p.m. Central, Wednesday, November 8th on Nebraska Public Media.
Well, the Blue Jays are rolling now. They got one on the board. I guess those are Blue Jays fans, aren't they? That looks more like stumbling than rolling, but looks like fun. 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Called strike as Sophia Dill back out there for the bottom of the 6th. She's been terrific, giving up a lot of base runners, right? A couple hit by pitch, few walks, but she has worked out of every jam she has faced.
She has, and that's mental toughness there. You know, when you get those runners on base, it can kind of get in your head a little bit and you start to doubt things, but that's just showing her maturity and her mental toughness when she's in that jam and she's still going right at those hitters.
That's hit sharply by Grace Ryan into left. It'll get by Schefter, rounding first, and a double to lead off the bottom of the 6th for Grace Ryan. Big smile from Ryan.
That's a great piece of hitting there. Up in the zone there by Deal. Ryan just crushes it. That turf, it's a little bit different than grass. It gets away from her out there in center field. They kind of have to get used to that turf out there. It's a different surface, but man, does she crush that ball.
That's a great point. It doesn't necessarily skip and slow down. Sometimes it skips and speeds up on this turf.
Exactly. So you really got to take good angles out there in the outfield, kind of anticipating it to move a little bit differently than it does in grass.
Pinch runner in. Lizzie Lilly in to run. She's at second. She'll pinch run for Grace Ryan. I liked Ryan's approach there, which was she kept that front foot down the entire time. Like maybe she was behind, maybe she's struggling a little bit to see pitches. She kept the front foot down, rotated, just got bat on ball.
Absolutely, she did. Stayed back in her legs.
Well, once again, the Cavaliers have a runner in scoring position. They've left 11 on base. They've had a runner in scoring position in every inning, including now here in the bottom of the 6th. So Lizzie Lilly at second. Back to the top of the order, Jill Johnson. Johnson ready to unload.
What an aggressive swing there. She is ready in that box.
So here is Jill Johnson, who is 1 for 2. She's also walked. She struck out in the first, singled to right in the fourth, walked back in the second. Would love to pick up a big single here and hits that sharply to short. Scooped up, they go to third. Tag is down and got her. Got the leadoff runner on a heady play by Ellie Milburn at short, and Rican got the tag down.
Maybe a little bit of miscommunication there. She hesitates a little bit. She thinks about not going. But I think she thought shortstop was going to throw it to first and she was going to be able to make it over to third, but got her out there at third.
Lily gunned down as the Blue Jays get the lead runner. That puts Jill Johnson on at first on a fielder's choice. That is a tough one for the Cavaliers. So Adeline Zwick now at the plate. Down low, 1-1. Zwick came into these championships with a hefty .449 batting average. Squared to bunt, got it down, great bunt. Speeds down first base, in time. What speed by Adeline Zwick. Now runners at first and second with one out for the Cavs.
What a great idea there. Sneaking in the bunt, great position, great job not letting the ball hit her as she's running. Great placement. It's exactly a lot of times where you want the ball placed, where you're forcing the pitcher to be the one to field the ball. What a great job by the Cavaliers.
Smart visit here for Morgan Sano. Got to settle everything down. 3 consecutive runners have reached base. They had the double, the fielder's choice, the single right there. And Bridget Whitney, who's hitting over 500 of the year, is coming to the plate with runners at first and second. But this is the kind of jam that Sophia Dill has got out of all afternoon.
She certainly has. And this is no different. She's just got to keep that same mindset here in this situation.
Whitney lifts that high into the air, ranging over is Rican. Rican popples it, but makes the play.
Great job there by Wrights. Oh, Rican, excuse me. Rican does a great job there. Finding her way up against that fence, keeping her eye on it, bobbles it a little bit, but she keeps it in her glove.
Wow. I love the way Rican got to the fence first, felt it, knew where it was, didn't lose sight of the ball, and worked backward, back into the field of play, and had the wherewithal after the bobble to stay with it.
Absolutely, that's such a great catch, in a key moment there, especially to get Johnson out. Whitney out.
Right. Two down, runners at first and second. Cleanup hitter Anna Fisher is in the box.
That's a tough pitch there. That was right on the outside corner there, right at the knees.
1-1 the count to Anna Fisher, who has walked and struck out twice. They have fed her a steady diet of off speed. That's inside, 2 balls, 1 strike. Fisher hitting .538 coming in. You just get a sense that Sophia Dill isn't going to give her anything too good in a 1-run game.
Yeah, that's right. She's going to keep working those corners, working up in the zone.
That's hit well, high into the air. Ellie Stein is over. Stein under it. Stein makes the play. And once again, The Blue Jays work out of the jam. Sophia Dill is rolling. Jays on top 1-0.
It was a moment of madness.
It's the sanest thing I've ever done.
You have only known him a week.
Looks like paradise. I'll never stop loving you.
Who I am or who I was.
Call me Annika.
Looks like you put up a fight.
I always get to the truth.
You can no longer sit by and say, this isn't my problem.
On Masterpiece.
Lads, Lieutenant Chase has decided to join us.
Grenade!
Stop treating death like one big joke. I've lost enough mates to know it is one big joke.
I cannot hide what is inside me.
You aren't the first woman compelled by circumstance to hide their anger.
I understand you've been expecting me. You need to be more deceptive. And then spring the trap.
Go, go!
World on Fire on Masterpiece.
Sunday night at 8 Central on Nebraska Public Media.
Cavalier fans a bit shell-shocked as they've had multiple opportunities and Sophia Dill has turned them away. Here's the game summary. You see Dill has gone 6, 8 strikeouts, has not allowed an earned run. She has walked 4 and hit a couple, but boy, she's battled out of every single jam, and the big RBI single by Reese Fisher to give the Blue Jays a 1-0 lead. And you see Ciliuson has been terrific as well. She also has 8 strikeouts in 6 innings, and that team is looking for their first girls championship as that is hit well into left and deep and gone. Solo shot from Ellie Stein, and the Jays on top 2-0.
That is some great hitting right there. Coming out aggressive, first pitch.
Second home run of the year, just number 2 for Ellie Stein.
Yeah, first one coming during the state tournament.
Right,
so she is peaking at the right time. Wow.
How about that, Ellie Stein? Hadn't had a homer all year, and she has 2 down here at state.
That's
another look at it.
just crushes it over left field fence.
Sophia Dill now at the plate. That provides a little bit of insurance for Sophia Dill.
We always love that at pitchers when we have a little bit of breathing room out there with a couple runs.
You look at the line score, both pitchers with 8 strikeouts, both pitchers have gone 6 innings, both teams with 6 hits. Ashland-Greenwood actually with more errors. They've had 3 errors to just 1 for Neumann. The difference, timely hitting.
Absolutely, and that's key sometimes. That's key, those timely hits. That's where it's at.
9 strikeouts now for Ciliuson as she gets Dill looking, and that brings up Gracie Hoffmeister. Great changeup from Ciliuson.
Just fell off the table there. Floated over to that outside corner. It's a tough pitch to hit.
Count now at 2 balls, 1 strike. Hoffmeister has struck out her previous 2 at-bats. Good pitch by Ciliuson, called strike. 2-2.
Really hitting that spot well. Right in the river there on that inside corner.
And the strikeout, an even 10 now for Ciliuson, 10th of the game. Back to the top of the order now. Ellie Milburn comes to the plate, and there is the star of the inning. Just a bit high. One ball, no strikes. Off the end of the bat.
See that off speed there again. Got Milburn out on her front foot a little bit.
Off the fist. Falls into foul territory. You know how they say you play for the name on the front of your jersey, not the name on the back? Neumann, they play for the name on the front and the back. Because it says Cavaliers in the front, Neumann on the back.
Oh,
right?
Well, it
So
works out then.
It does. Doesn't matter. They play for the...
They play for both.
11 strikeouts for Ciliuson, but her team has some work to do as we head to the bottom of the last inning. A little bit of insurance for the Blue Jays in the top of the last inning. Ellie Stein hadn't had a homer all year, and she's got 2 down here at the state tournament. What a big one there.
Live sports and documentaries are part of the valued services from Nebraska Public Media. Fans of high school and college sports have a great way to ensure these programs will continue. Join the Nebraska Public Media Sports Partners Club. This is your home for Husker Volleyball, Big Red Wrap-Up, and high school championships. Log on to nebraskapublicmedia.org/sportspartners and explore the benefits of joining. With your support, sports action will stay right here all year long. And thank you.
Hi, I'm Sarah Moulton, host of Sarah's Weeknight Meals. The title says it all. I'm here to give you answers about figuring out what's for dinner every night of the week.
All the ingredients are right here in my pantry.
If you want ideas for fantastic, tasty meals, join me on Create for a 10-episode back-to-back marathon of Sarah's Weeknight Meals. Now that is delicious binging. Next weekend on Create.
Blue Jays on top 2-0, and yeah, Sophia Dill is on the hill, and she is Dillon.
What a cool sign that is. Deal with it. I love it.
Called strike, bottom of the zone. 11 of the 18 outs that Sophia Dill has registered have come with a runner in scoring position. 11 of 18.
Wow.
That is how many times the Cavaliers have had opportunities. That's rolled down to third. Rican again. Rican, they're going to say it hit the foot of Ella Lonick and bounced fair. So it hit Lonick, foul ball. Watch again.
Yeah, you see it.
Yeah, she
right off that front foot.
Hopped up right away. Oh, 2 count from Sophia Dill to Ella Lonick. Let's say this is a big moment, a lot of pressure for Sophia Dill, but she's kind of been in this situation all game long.
She sure has, and she's been pretty composed out there. You know, which is tough to do sometimes as a pitcher, and she's really been doing that well.
Nice cut there by Lonick, the shortstop for the Cavaliers.
They have a great slogan, the Blue Jays. So I'm sure they're all thinking, you know what? I'm the best. I'm the best. ITP. What a great, just for yourself, you know, that self-confidence, but also I'm the best for my team. And that's amazing.
That's hit high into the air. Ellie Stein, after hitting the home run, rumbles in and makes the play. 1 out. How about this for Sophia Dill? 6 1/3, 8 strikeouts. Yeah, you're right. Look at that.
13 left on base.
Aubrey Milliken now at the plate, trying to extend the inning and get the Cavaliers back in this. Great change for a strike. 1-1. See Milliken, 1 of 3. She had that double back in the 5th. It was a 1-out double, and it looked like the bottom of the 5th, Cavaliers had something going, as that's fouled straight back. 1 ball, 2 strikes now.
Still doing a great job staying ahead of the count. Still being aggressive, going right at the hitters.
Bounces the change in there. 2-2.
That's a great location for that. When you're ahead in the count with that changeup, you'd rather it there than for it to be floating in high. It's much harder to see a changeup coming in low than it is to see it high. So that's a great location for that pitch.
That's hit sharply down the line, but foul. And on the change, Milliken was well out in front of it. So Millie down, count 2-2. Cavaliers down 2-0. Bottom of the last inning here in Omaha at Connie Claussen Field with a Class C state championship on the line. That's hit sharply, staying alive as Milliken rips that into center. She rounds first, and she'll be in there with a stand-up double, and the Cavs saying not done yet.
That's a great piece of hitting there. She stays back, she lets the ball get deep. It's a little bit on the outside corner. She just drives it.
Millie's had a nice day. 2 for 4, 2 doubles in her last 2 at-bats. And now she needs some help behind her. And Siljason trying to help herself. Siljason has 11 strikeouts and now can deliver from the plate in a big moment. A little too high, called ball.
The Cavaliers have yet another opportunity here. Another runner in scoring position. They have the opportunity here.
That's hit well, high into the air, but in comes Ellie Stein again, and Stein pulls it in for out number 2. 1 out away from a state championship for the Blue Jays. Ashland-Greenwood has not won a state championship in a girls' sport in 40 years, 1983.
And this is that moment where all 9 on the field just need to take a deep breath. I remember just though when you're at the 2 outs and you're so close, you're 1 out away from that championship.
Blue Jays have not had a 1-2-3 inning all day, and it's not going to come easy here either. Runner at second, 2 down. Rolled out. Rican across the diamond. Ashland-Greenwood has won its first state title for girls in 40 years.
Just amazing, sheer joy I'm sure they're feeling right now.
What a game. Ashland-Greenwood takes advantage of the opportunities a first ever softball championship for the Blue Jays.
Nebraska Public Media Sports presents Nebraska Volleyball. The Huskers host Northwestern University, live from the Bob Devaney Sports Center in Lincoln. Gameplay begins at 7 p.m. Central, Wednesday, November 8th on Nebraska Public Media.
My people in the Buffalo have a shared history together.
They were put on this earth to help us survive.
This is the Buffalo's last chance.
They've survived, we've survived. We both persisted.
Tonight at 9 Central on Nebraska Public Media.
I'm Kay McKenzie from Beatrice, and I watch, listen, and support Nebraska Public Media. I'm a history buff, so I never miss Finding Your Roots with Henry Louis Gates Jr. and Antiques Roadshow. They're a great way to learn about history and cultures from around the world. You never know what you might learn at a program. So join me and become a member at nebraskapublicmedia.org, and thank you.
Coverage of the NSAA Softball Championships on Nebraska Public Media is made possible in part by Nebraska Soybean Board, Education Quest Foundation, Constellation Energy, and Aurora Cooperative. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We could not do it without your support. Once again, the Blue Jays from Ashland-Greenwood win their first ever state championship. 2 runs late. 1 in the 6th, 1 in the 7th, and they are state champs. Time now for medals and trophies. Let's go to Heath Kramer.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Nebraska School Activities Association is pleased to present medals and trophies to both of these outstanding teams. Presentations will be made by NSAA Interim Executive Director Jennifer Schwartz and NSAA Board of Directors Thomas Lee of Omaha Westview and Dr. Nick Wemhoff from Fort Calhoun. Here are the awards for Class C runner-up, Bishop Neumann High School. Head coach Dave Brubitz and your assistants, please come to the home plate area to present the silver medals to the members of your team. As your name is called, ladies, please come forward to receive your medal. Number 1, Brooke Jelinek. Number 7, Isabel Stewart. Number 10, Riley Lechtenberg. Number 28, Marie Bohannon. Number 20, Jill Johnson. Number 2, Adeline Zwick. Number 22, Bridget Whitney. Number 12, Anna Fisher. Number 6, Ella Lonick. Number 3, Aubrey Milliken. Number 8, Addison Silliason. Number 18, Emma Wright. Number 27, Grace Ryan. And number 11, Lizzie Lilly. And now here is the 2023 Class C runner-up trophy. Congratulations, Bishop Neumann High School. And now, to the champions, the Blue Jays of Ashland-Greenwood High School. First, head coach Morgan Zano, we have a special award for you. Now, coach, would you please, with your assistants, hand out the gold medals to your championship team. Ladies, as your name is called, come forward to receive your medal. Number 1, Ava Egger. Number 4, Taylor Downing. Number 8, Elaney McAdams. Number 14, Tegan Crossman. Number 16, Gabby McAdams. Number 5, Ellie Milburn. Number 9, Jocelyn Sargent. Number 11, Bree Scheftor.
Let's go, Amber.
Number 20, Reese Fisher. Number 3, Paige Comstock. Number 15, Alexis Hassey. Number 7, Ellie Stein. Number 10, Sophia Dill. Number 6, Gracie Hoffmeister. And number 19, Keely Rieken. And now, for these outstanding athletes and their school, here is the 2023 Class C NSAA State Softball Championship Trophy. Congratulations, Ashland-Greenwood High School.
Ashland-Greenwood, your Class C champions for the first time ever. And the first time a girls team from Ashland-Greenwood has won a title in 40 years. 1983, the last time they've taken that championship trophy home, and part of it because of Ellie Stein. That homer in the 7th provided the insurance they needed, and they win it 2-0.
There's a place in the middle of America where the heart of the country beats, where the land is wide and the evening sky burns golden red, where the bluffs run to meet an ocean of grass. This is where technology intertwines with tradition. And here in the middle of America, we see everything that makes this place special. Like you. We continue to explore new frontiers. Here, there are no limits. We take you everywhere you want to be. And we listen to what you have to say. This is Nebraska Public Media.
NCAA Division II volleyball is live from Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska, as volleyball in Nebraska gets underway.
What a fun event. What a fun opportunity to highlight so many Nebraska players, and a lot of them from small communities throughout the state coming playing top level Division II.
If you don't know what it is, ready blue, blue, ready blue, and replay to blue. And replay to blue, roll it. We need a little music then. Can we lose the part? What do we do? Music. 4, 3, Shannon. 2, 1.
And hello again, everyone, and welcome in to Memorial Stadium. Volleyball Day in Nebraska is finally here. Kathy, this is remarkable.
It is incredible. It's electric. The energy here, the excitement, and again, highlighting volleyball.
This day here in Nebraska, which celebrates women's athletics and celebrates the most popular sport in the state, and that is volleyball. Match point again for the Wildcats. Quick run in the middle, got it. What a finish. It was our pleasure to kick off Volleyball Day in Nebraska. I'm Larry Putney saying good night from Memorial Stadium in Lincoln. Coverage of the NSAA Softball Championships on Nebraska Public Media is made possible in part by Nebraska Soybean Board Education Quest Foundation, Constellation Energy, and Aurora Cooperative. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We could not do it without your support.
The Blue Jays are your state champs, Coach. First state title for the softball, just in school history, in 40 years since a women's team in this program has gotten one. What are the emotions right now for you?
This is a special group of girls. We knew and we believed in them. We knew they could do this. I'm just so proud. These girls put in so much work, and they showed up and played today the way that we knew that they could. And I'm so proud of them, and they have earned this.
I want to ask about the community support as well. We saw the pack stands. What does that mean to you?
It means everything. I mean, we are a small town, and most of the town was here today. We feel the support, we feel the community cheering us on and supporting us all the way, so we can't thank them enough.
Coach, thanks for the time. Congratulations. Let's bring in Ellie Stein now. The outfielder, another key contributor to today's win. Ellie had a home run out there, so just your second on the year. What did you see in the box?
So I think something that we've all been working super hard, so I think it's nice to go up there and the first couple of at-bats, I think we're struggled a little bit, but I think just seeing my teammates succeed pushes us to succeed, so one at a time, just getting in there and being confident in what I can do is a big thing, and that's what I did. So,
first state title for the squad. Why was it this group?
I mean, all of us, we are like each other's best friends. Like, I think every team says that, but I think we just all have a really special connection from seniors to freshmen. We love each other so much, and I think that's what got us here, is that connection and that energy and the support that we have for each other.
Ellie, congrats on the win. Go enjoy it. We'll bring in Sophia Dill now, the ace in the circle. Sophia, what was the mindset out there?
Just to take every pitch and every strikeout one at a time and just do our best.
You also got backed up by some timely hitting too. What did it mean to see the bats show up?
It's just amazing, like, to know that we have 2 runs on us. I can ease the pressure off a little bit, but it was still pressuring.
First girls championship since 1983. How important is that to you and this team?
Oh, it's amazing to know that we are the first team, and I am just so excited, and I'm proud that we have a huge community that came and watched us win.
Well, Sophia, thank you so much for the time. Congratulations on the state title.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Anna. And congratulations once again to those young ladies. The Blue Jays are state champions in Class C in 2023. Let's take a look back at some of the highlights, and let's start late when it was 1-0. And Ellie Stein steps to the plate, needed a little bit of insurance, whipped it through, and that was a no-doubter. That provided the insurance that Sophia Dill needed, and Sophia Dill was Dillon.
She definitely was. She got out of so many tough innings. She was so composed, stayed that way the entire game. Just a great performance.
Even in the interview afterwards, she was so composed. It was almost like, yeah, you know, I mean, it's that kind of mindset almost that you have to have in dealing with so many pressure situations that she was in throughout that game.
Absolutely. She just was fantastic. She even, I watched as they were celebrating, she went to go pick up her rosin bag first, and then she decided to celebrate. Still just so calm out there.
Hey, I want to remind you, we've still got another state championship on the way. There's 2 more, in fact. Coming up next at 3:30, we have Blair and Grand Island Northwest for the Class B state championship. Northwest, the Vikings looking to go back-to-back. Blair might be one of the top teams in the state. This is going to be a good tilt. That powerful offensive Northwest against some pretty good pitching for the Blair Bears. Should be a good state championship in Class B. So that'll do it as you see Northwest getting ready. For Peaches James, for our entire Nebraska Public Media sports crew, thanks so much for joining us from here at Connie Claussen Field. Once again, Ashland-Greenwood. They are your state champs in Class C. We'll see you for the Class B title momentarily.